Good morning, Wolfpack. Welcome, everyone, to all of our family, our friends, our distinguished guests who come here to celebrate with us today. Dr. Woodson, I'd love to give a special honor to you today. It's an honor to be here on your last commencement, and I speak on behalf of all of us. Thank you for your leadership these past 15 years and your service to this institution and every student who has walked through these bricks. There are so many emotions that I and surely many of you are feeling today. This is a day that I've dreamed about for a very long time. And standing here, I cannot help but reflect on the journey that brought me here and everything that I've learned along the way. 18 years ago, I became a teen mom. I'm gonna repeat that. 18 years ago, I became a teen mom. And while that may not be, thank you, while that may not be a typical start to a college story, I will be very clear that I wear that title with pride. Being a mother shaped my strength, it deepened my purpose, and it taught me the power of persistence. And today I stand here proudly as my family's first college graduate. Also, I have a little confession. I've been in a quiet race with my son, who graduates high school in 2 weeks. I was determined to make it to this stage before him. It was a really close call, but Mama, I made it. Over these years, I've mastered late night studying, multitasking, and espresso extraction. I've also become a collector of dreams deferred, but never abandoned. There were times when things got really hard for me, but I didn't give up. And there were times when I didn't know how, but I tried anyway. There were times when I failed, but I got right back up. Because failure is not the opposite of success. It's a very vital part of it. One of my favorite authors, Napoleon Hill, wrote, "Every adversity, every heartache, every failure carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." So today, Wolfpack, I want to ask you all, how many seeds of failure planted in hardship brought us to this very special moment? I know life threw me curveballs and plenty of brick walls, many of which I didn't just leap over. I very often face planted. But here's the thing. There's lessons that the ground taught me that a mountaintop never could. And maybe the most important is that failure is not a dead end, it's a detour. And sometimes redirection is God's protection. I'm gonna give y'all an example. In my first week of online pre-calculus class, I was lost. And I asked in the chat, can someone help me and tell me what's going on here? And one of my classmates so kindly replied, well, we learned this last year in high school pre-calculus. That was a moment. Doing the math on how long it's been since I was in high school was about as mathematical as I could get. 18 years to be exact. Meanwhile, my son was breezing through pre-calculus. And let me tell y'all something humbling. Asking your teenager for math homework help. Oh, how tables turn. I failed that class, but I embraced the detour that came after. The next time, I attempted to choose a more approachable math course, and it was still very challenging, but I got the math credit, and a math credit is a math credit. I'm just grateful pre-calculus isn't out to get me anymore. That class was not the end. It was just another turn on a very long road. A road that I recognized as a marathon, not a sprint. There were many of years that I couldn't enroll when I wanted to, but life came first. I always came back. I couldn't always see the finish line. I never stopped believing it was there. Yes, I was the oldest in most of my classes. And yes, I asked teenagers for homework help. And yes, I often thought this syllabus was not made for someone with a mortgage. It wasn't easy, but this is my story, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And to my fellow graduates, this is your story. Even through a global pandemic, you all kept going. You've inspired me, and you all reminded me that obstacles, they're not roadblocks, they're opportunities. Dreaming, Wolfpack, is vital, but doing is what transforms our dreams into reality. For 18 years, I carried the dream of this degree. Thinking kept it alive. Doing, one class at a time, made it real. And today, we are living proof of NC State's motto, think and do. We thought we could, and we did, y'all. So wherever you all go next, please remember, the dream, it begins in your mind, but it's built through your actions. And when you fail, because you will fail forward. We did not just earn degrees today. We proved that no dream is too distant, no failure is too final, and no age is too old to learn. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now let's go think and do something extraordinary.